gotta have confidence. The next level was legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they considering me dominant. The wrong falls, you know the pit of defeat, bottomless. I was hungry way before I got your support. I hopped off the porch around the time that y'all got awards. Lyrical exercise, this what I call a sport. The fourth bar, brother, when I push the rock off the court. I got champion genetics. Champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New Orleans Saints and the Las Vegas Raiders. Stadium. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
Throwing on first down is Carr. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Carr now to throw. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 44-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They run it with Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. That one into the hands of Adams downfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Devontae Adams, 42 yards. And the Raiders are on the board first here in this afternoon. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. But they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Hill. And Thomas has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On 1st down, Hill. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jayon Brown. And the Raiders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, the running crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were. And you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play fake. Hill. Thomas brings it in. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you throw in the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's brought down number 31.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Hill. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They run. It's Kamara. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And the Raider D, they get the football back. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here. From the 25 on second down. Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Now, a nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. It's another 1st down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Hill now operating from the red zone. He gets this one to Johnson. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 2nd down. In motion goes the tight end. To the air again. Hill. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
From the gun, here's Hill. The quick slant caught. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Kamara is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Lutz good on the extra point. And they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with a slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Carr now on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 15.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here's Hill now after the interception. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now Hill looking to throw on first. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Play action. It's Hill. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's Crosby from that outside linebacker spot. Gets in there. It's a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He gets it left side to Johnson. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
First down, Saints.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Hill. Incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hill, his throw incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
And again, it's Hill. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. Now we get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On 1st and 10, Hill. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Kamara up the middle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 34. The kick by Lane. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Saints take over first down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Let's go.
From the 24, Hill completing it to the right side. Johnson. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Hill. There's Chris Olave. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Hill on first down. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. From the 36, Hill. And the Raiders have got him. Andrew Billings in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So here we go on 4th. Hill. And that is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2. If they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure to give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Marcus May with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll run right here with Jacobs.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. Scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr.
Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's Carr. Touchdown!
A pair of teammates at Fresno State connecting there. Derek Carr to Devontae Adams. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. It was Anthony Averett who got him down. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling him quickly to make the play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
He'll throw complete there to Thomas. And the next-gen stats, they tell the story as he was approaching 19 miles an hour on that one. The Saints on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Hill. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 on the play.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tyrann Mathieu on the tackle. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At the 46-yard line.
Carr going to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 49 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They run it again with Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. On second down, Kamara. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Trying to pound it in, Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, this defense knows, they're well aware that they're down 2 scores, and they figure this is pretty much their last chance. They know if they give up a touchdown here, that ends it. Nice job on first and goal to push them the other way, but they have to be thinking takeaway right here.
This, in all probability, another run here on second and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride. And my goodness, another interception. P.J. Williams with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Brings up second and 5 at the 16-yard line.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.